2022 Subaru Crosstrek with 4,000 miles on it is here for a bit of an issue. A mechanical issue, if you will. Kind of absolutely snapped off everything. Ripped the knuckle from the strut. I think the bottom ball joint is holding on. The brake line's not doing great because it's holding up most of everything else. And hopefully I can save that. So yeah, this thing took a shot, as you can see. I think it got hit this way. Maybe this way? Sorry, sun got in my eye. The sun. So let's take it apart. Finish picking it up. I can't decide if I want to let this one be kind of a long form version where I'm not going to do much editing, so you know what, we'll do that, and let me know how you like it. If you like it more, like it less, I don't care. But we're just gonna record and see what happens, because let's see if this is a little more efficient method of doing it instead of me trying to constantly make it the perfect edit every time. So yeah, the rest of the knuckle is right there. There's the bottom part of the knuckle, and there's where it snapped off. I bent the sway bar link. Did I get an axle? I don't think I did. I don't think I need one. Brake caliper looks okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna pause the recording here so I can get it kind of set up, and we're gonna take off stuff because I need this right here. This is my tripod, and yeah, I'm just gonna basically get set up here with all my tools, and I'm gonna move my toolbox over here, move the cart over here, so I got stuff to put on stuff, and then I guess we'll go from anyway. Wheel seemed okay. Doesn't look too good. It's got a little. Oh, thought the wheel was falling. Got a little. I guess it wouldn't matter if it fell because it's not like. I'm surprised this thing's holding air. Look at how split this thing is. It's split all the way to there. Like the bead. I mean, yeah, this is where the bead sits under this, so it should be sealed up to there. But man, that is close. Yeah, they need a rim. And shockingly, the outside of it isn't that bad. Drop that there. Alright, let's see if we can't get some of this weight off. I'm gonna take the brake caliper loose because that seems to be okay at the moment. Because I'm also, while I'm doing this, getting an inventory of parts that need to be changed. I have several. I have the strut, knuckle, control arm, some of that junk, but like I don't have a caliper or anything like that, or a brake line. If I need those, I'll have to order them. So these are gonna be 14s. Yep. And since we have so much room. Also, the thing I like about doing accident repairs, everything's new. So it comes apart real easy. There. Don't move. This is the only interesting part, is I'm doing this all on a bouncy. Ooh, those are bigger than 17s. 19s. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's see if we can't hook it back in its slot, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and bend this thing back. Because as you can see, here is a bit pushed in the way. So let's get some pliers and move that. This should work. Okay, I'm not as strong as I thought I was. And that metal is a lot stronger than I thought it was, which is good. So we're gonna need something more like this. And I'm gonna need 2 hands. So I'll do this. There we go. Gotta go out more. Ooh. Down me?
Shut up, Brian.
Oh my God, go in. I just need you to go in so that way I can get you. You gross. Oh. F it. I'm gonna hurt it worse than it's already been hurt. You know, I could lower the car down. That would be useful. Maybe. Ow, cut myself. Nah. That's not the problem. It's just this is being a pain in my butt. And it's not even that bad. I don't think I'm gonna get it to go in. Oh well. We tried. I guess I'll just get my impact out and get those 19s out. That would be the faster method. Plan B. Impact them off.
Plan B, impact.
Plan B means more destruction. Whoop, whoop. Right. Set this down over here. Alright, there's that. This come off. Ooh, got a bit of a scar on the back of it. Needs a rotor. Yes, I'm just using a rubber hanger. Bust it loose. Get this loose. Not sure this control arm's hurt, but we're going to be changing it anyway because chances of it being hurt are very high. Alright, what is that, 32 maybe? Oh, winner, winner is me! Goodbye. Got the dropsies today. At least that comes out nice and easy. Oh, this knuckle is jacked. Or not knuckle, but tie rod. So we are going to actually lower it down some. There, now you know what it feels like to be lower, have a car lowered on you. All right, let's get this cotter pin out. Just had, there. Like I just had my needle nose. Might not need needle nose, might need something else. There we go. One cotter pin. Yo. Will you do it, little electric? Will you do it? Oh, easy. Didn't even whack. Probably because it already broke the taper because it should have swallowed that out. Yep, because I really shouldn't be able to get that out like that. We're gonna have to change the inner one of those, so we'll just move that out of the way. Ooh. Ooh, this is intact. That's good. These are some of my favorite kind of repairs because they're so weird. You know, that's fine there. Not there. And then we just need to get the ball joint off the bottom, get that broke loose, and then we just lift the whole knuckle off. Then we take out the strut because we got to change this because it got ripped out. Yep. I think I just got a strut. I don't have a spring. But you guys can't even see what I'm doing up there. Oh, spring. I hope you can see what I just did. Alright, so bottom ball joint time. Same needle nose pliers I just put back. Man. Woo. There. Is this one just as loose? Nope. Is it the same castle nut? Oh, right. Backwards and upside down. Yeah, same castle nut, so I guess it doesn't really matter which one it goes on. We'll keep them separated anyway because it's probably a good idea. Nope. All right, my favorite time. Hammer. Let's give it a few whacks with our handy dandy sledge. Let's see if that gets this taper loosened up. Nope. Ow, finger. Yay, there we go. And the knuckles in our hand. Fantastic. How's the wheel bearing? Hard to tell. Alright, the axle can stay, the bracket can stay. Let's get this disconnected from here. Our sway bar link. And all these sway bar links typically come with some way of holding them still, because once you break that bolt loose, it'll just spin. What size is this? It's probably a 17 because I got a 19 in my hand. Yep. Yep. Will it fit? It will. Oh, look at that. Didn't need to counter hold it. Don't even need to take that end off. Sway bar link. There we go. It's all greasy. Did it kill the boot? Where'd all that grease come from? Oh, it came from the strut. Or the boots on here. Alright. Gross. Stuff's all goopy. I don't like it. Makes my finger feel weird. If there's one texture I hate the most, it's coolant. A lot of people get really upset about gear oil and stuff. I don't really mind that stuff as much. I hate the way coolant feels on my skin. It drives me nuts. Yeah, brake line seems okay. Huh. Stop. Stop.
Are you recording?
Yes. Let's I'm gonna pause it and get back to this. I'm gonna lower it down because I gotta get the top of the strut here, because at this point this is all loose. What can I hook to? You look good. Nope, you don't look good. You look good. You don't look good. You look good. There we go. That's a spot. Although you're not gonna be able to see these bolts. Ah. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Close enough. Ow, my elbow. Should be 14s, I believe. Yes, they are. It's gonna be a bit tight, so we're just gonna bust that one a little loose. Now a little loose. Just run these off because they're hard to get to. One of my main tricks, if you will, if you want to call them tricks, is get the hardest bolts off first. Because if the part is still being held firmly into place and the bolts are difficult to get off, then you know they're going to be difficult to get back on. Oop. I done did all that and didn't get the last bolt. Look at me. This one I'll unratchet a few times until it starts to drop like that, and then use my knee and my arm to spin it off real quick. Like that. And then merely drop it out. Cool. And then all springs I treat like a loaded gun, and I don't point it towards anything that I really want to not be shot with a giant spring or strut. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay that there. Cool. There's that. What else do we have to get off? We gotta get the lower control arm off. And, yep. Well, let me go assemble my parts. And get all my parts out here. Get them all laid out and organized, that way I know what I'm replacing why. Be right back. All right, we got our strut mounted up here in our spring compressor. You can see we got the 3 little fingers on each section of the spring, and then I have it pushing down on it, starting to, still gotta go down some more. I just start squeezing it until I can almost do that. Should be loose. Still pretty tight. There we go. See how it, now it'll move in there. So the spring is held down and the shock's loose, so we don't have any tension on the shock shock part of it itself. So let's go ahead and bust loose that top nut, because what we also have is, well, we used to have one. Where the hell did the clip? Oh, there they are. These are good for grabbing like that to keep the whole thing from dropping out if you were to bust the bolt loose. Now let's bust the bolt loose. Oh my god, this hose. Thank you. Oh, I'm old. Thankfully, this strut holder holds it offset so that way you can actually get to the bolt when you whack your face on the handle. Well, that didn't do a good job of holding it. Oh, because I hooked it on the wrong spot. Oh well, it's broke anyway.
You broke it!
Yep, I broke it some more. Alright, now we gotta transfer over all these parts onto our new spring, or strut. Shock. Shock. It's called a shock. Get this off. What I want to take off is this part and compare it with our new one. Crap, that was under you. What is this? Why is this different? Yeah, there we go. Just gotta pull it off. All right, now they're even. So we put this here. I can squeeze that back on. We can take this, set it back up here. This shouldn't matter in which orientation it goes. The only thing I could really do would be if there's not even a notch for the spring, so it literally just sits like that. So great. So this is the old one. Set it over there. Now we got to go transfer everything else over. So pull that off. Pull that off. This goes there. This goes here. Like that. And this goes back around the top. Like so. So we stripped everything off this except for the sway bar link, but it can stay because we don't care. And now, so what we're gonna do here is, let's get a different angle. I'm gonna get this notch on this part of the spring. I hope that's seeable. So, let's take this, stick it up through there. Where's that notch? Right there. The spring's a little sideways. Man, I really gotta compress this spring some more. That sucks. It's not quite fit. So, gotta get a little bit more turned into this. It's always exciting when you're smashing a spring that's got tons of pressure on it. And we're just making this whole thing look funny. Aha. And we'll just whack it on there real quick. There. Ta-da! And we're off. And the spring is seated. Now we're all good. Spring seated, dude. Don't knock it off now. And we're good. So what we can do to get it out is we'll lift it up on the strut, and then we'll pull these 2 pins, and then we can just drop it out. Ta-da! All right, back over to the car. I just got to move everything back, so I'll be right back. All right, here we are back at the car. I haven't changed out anything else yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put the strut in because most of what I hangs off that, and it's easier if it's already in. So that's just a me thing. Pick whatever order you want to do it in, doesn't matter. And also the orientation on the top of this doesn't really matter either because it rotates. And this is why it's good to go exercise and make sure you have strong muscles and backs and things like that, because you have to do weird movements and hold things at weird angles. I'm using my left arm to hold up the strut. There, now I don't have to hold it up anymore. I'm also a big fan of tightening something as soon as you put it on. Meaning, there's nothing else I really have to do with this section, so tighten them up because I will forget. I will remember or not remember to, like, it wouldn't be the first time I left the bolt loose. But I've also been working on cars for 17, 18 years. Of course I left the bolt loose. Who hasn't? Did you mean to? No. Did it happen? Of course. What'd you do about it? Made it tight. Fixed any problem that may have come up from it. Ta-da! There. Springs in. Right, Jake? Yep. Exactly. Can we rotate this now? Yes. Cool. Awesome. Now, I think we're going to go for this, because this is going to be easier to get with the knuckle knot here. Because I got to get to the inner joint. So up we go and all that stuff. We'll probably do it tomorrow. If you can't tell, it's getting late afternoon. It's like 5 o'clock. So we're going to start shutting down here in a minute, and I'll pick this up again in the morning. I didn't start this till like 4 o'clock, so we've done pretty well. Anyway, so yeah, I'll pick it up in the morning. Good morning. It is the next day. And the first thing I have to do is tidy up, because if I get to my stuff and it's all everywhere, I can't find anything. So everything gets a quick reset. Most things. If I know I'm going to need it right now, I'll keep it out, but... Oh, my hammers are missing. 1, 2, 3. We're missing the brass one. It's somewhere. It's probably on my toolbox, other cart. Everything's got its spot. No, I'm not OCD. I just like being able to read the numbers. Makes it easier to find when I need them. You don't often need a 25. Awesome. All right, now we have all of our stuff. 14. We're going after these. We're gonna need the air. Electric just can't cut it for that one. So we're doing the control arm now. We gotta take off this plate. Drop all the bolts on it because we're gonna put it right back up. Are these bigger than 19s? Nope. Yep, that's exactly what they are. 17.
Like if you catch it, if you try to catch it and where your car catches it, then you pull off the side of the road.
Come on. Go around.
That could have been like
Also a 17 on the inside. There we go.
just melting onto it. Yeah, man. Partly just like pushed up because going back.
Lost my grip.
Flat and
New one. One seem less chaotic. Remember the bolt goes from back to front, so he's oftentimes using a screwdriver or something to maybe try and pry it up. There we go. Oh, had it. Ow. So that one goes back on. This plate has to go back on. My friend went to a different shop, and I think there's a video about it, or there's a short about it for sure. They didn't put this plate back on his Subaru, and they actually broke this bracket off. Oop. And so he was driving it around, and he's like, yo, calls me up and says, my car's making a bunch of noise when I go over bumps and stuff. I said, huh, that's odd. Well, drop it off at my shop and I'll have a look at it and see what we got. I pulled it back and I was like, oh Lord, this sounds bad. Because it definitely did. And yeah, they just broke because these are not very stable with how long they are. So when they didn't put this plate on, it stressed it out whenever the brakes were applied or accelerated or anything really, and broke it off right around there. So they said they were gonna fix it. I don't trust, but whatever. I don't know if that's something you really should fix. We'll get them all torqued in there later. Awesome. All right, put this plate back on. And it's got like a whole new structure under it now. Start. Thank you. There. One lower control arm, which we'll have to adjust this once we get it at ride height. Blah, blah, blah. Now I gotta get the wheel bearing out of the old knuckle. So much easier when it's not on the car. Oh right, need this too. Did I mention this car's only got 4,000 miles on it? This car is very new. Very new. Gonna run these back. Yeah, all this trash. Cool. We go find out the torque spec and get those torque down, and then we'll install it. So, be right back. Oh, alrighty. We got our new knuckle. I torqued them down. They were torqued to 95 because it's Crosstrek. Let's. Should have grabbed the bolt out of the knuckle. Stay. Don't move. I said don't move, so you won't move. Don't move or else we're gonna need another one. Ah, too nervous. Actually, it's pretty stable. Yeah, I'll be fine. Got the bottom bolt, so that's good. And which way do they go? Do they go back to front or front to back? Back to front. Yep. They go back to front. There we go. Back into that. Oh, good. That went in. Awesome. And I don't remember what I did with the other bolt. I'll have to find that one. So, good part is I've got all this stuff mostly installed. Just got to finish tidying up the little bits, and I'll have to do that after I work on this other car. I got a Beetle to put a speed sensor in, but let's see what we got done thus far. Off we go. Sweet. All right, I went ahead and stole the bolts out of the other junk stuff, so we can get them in. Wait, does this not have threads? Am I supposed to cut my own? Oh. Nope, they're there. I just can't see them. Lol. All right. So we got to get this boot off so I can access this. And I like to use, well, what in God's name was that? Huh. Oh, what's this? Decided to take a dive. The backing plate was right in my vision range. So I pretty much just whacked this clip with a screwdriver to try and get under the, like that. There. I'll show you a little more closely once I get the clamp out. I end up having to take it out apart anyway at some point. There. Ah. Whew. There. So we can get this out of here. And basically what I did was I hit this clamp right there as much as I could to try and twist this end off of this little notch. And then I got it to be exposed a little bit, kind of like that. And so I took the screwdriver and just popped it off. Then we just replace this with a regular old screw clamp because it doesn't move. So who cares? Ow, it's greasy.
Don't hurt yourself.
Ow. Everything's greasy. So gross. All right, I'm gonna go grab the pliers that we need for that, which are some big old adjustable wrench, basically. Ta-da. Wasn't joking. Lego. I wish I could stop grabbing this ball joint. That's so full of grease. The ball will spin. I like to use the rag to kind of deaden the sharp, well, this doesn't really have any sharp edges, but sometimes it can help improve your grip a little bit because of just the cloth in general. Also, if you ever get poison ivy, Gojo works really well, and a rag, shop rag. Got poison ivy a few months ago when I was cleaning up my backyard. Ah, there we go. Whew. New one. Can't tell if straight. It's got a lot of dirt in there, which is surprising. Oh, it looks like it might be like Loctite or something. Yeah. They even got little counter hold bolts, or wonder what size that is. Much bigger than 18. I don't have anything. Where's all my bigger tools? Yeah, 7/8 is a little big. 13/16 is like perfect. There we go. Awesome. Oh, this thing's too big. Well, it wasn't tight at all. Need this sway bar link to be out in the way. Ooh. Better. All right, we'll find out what to particularly tighten that to. But for now, we got to get that apart. Because we need this boot. So I got to pull this stuff off. Also, can I highly recommend some of these Jawbone headphones. I don't care which brand. They're pretty neat. I can wear them, listen to music, listen to podcasts, and still hear everything around me too. Mostly. I'll ignore him. I won't listen to him. My alignment adjustment tools. Nobody ever says they didn't make it tight. See if my table will survive. There we go. Just needed more of a whack. Lordy. There's a lot of thread under there. Dunsies. Cool. All right, let me go hunt something that'll tighten this up a little better. Cool. I got it better. I turned the rack some more and I got a better bite on it. So, much more tightler. So we got a new hose clamp. I'm just gonna slide this on. There. That's that. Now the fun part, getting it over. Making sure it's all the way over this. Which I think it already did. Nope, just not at the bottom. Here's another trick. Turn the other wheel all the way in. That should hopefully put enough pressure on the boot here to pop it on the rest of the way. You can reach through a hole up here, so that's nice. And this clamp's big enough you can put it on afterwards, obviously. I'm just trying to orient it. There we go. Yeah. Then I can grab my drill or my ratchet. Need an extension. Gonna throw the extension across the shop. Gonna go pick up the extension from across the shop. And here we are again. Isn't it amazing? I can't get my finger in there. Let's try this. There. Sometimes you gotta get a little creative with how you access things. Come on. Ooh. Awesome. Good. Good. That one. Then we need to put this on. Ta-da! Need to put the jam nut on now. Then the tie rod end. Then we'll just gunshot them. Or, sorry, gun sight, not gunshot. Gun sight them. And see how straight we are. Go straighten out this other wheel. Make sure we're in the ballpark. Oh, whoa. Falling all over himself. Yep. This is going to be harder to tell. All right, there seems good. One castle nut. Cool. Alright, so we got, these are not tight, but they're on. This one's not tight, but it's on. This one's not tight. These are tight. All that stuff's tight. This is tight. The boot's on there good. And I think I totally missed the clamp. I'm gonna get back in there and I'm looking at it and I don't think, yeah, I totally missed the clamp and I put it right on the rack. So let me go fix that. It might take me a few minutes of fuddling around. All right, so tighten these up. Gotta tighten this one up, but you know, this came with a free bolted in already castle nut. So yay, I got a free castle nut. Yes. All right, this one was what, 17? Nope, it was a 19. What a dummy. All right, you don't have to kill these, promise. So we just need to expose this hole right there. I got it tight. Perfect.
Really? I think I just made a mist of cancer.
Really?
Yeah. Mist of cancer. Yeah.
What'd you do?
I just brake clean and oil and random used oil.
That'll stay.
Has,
We'll pound that down.
Particulates probably, so adding to that precious metals and blood.
Fresh metals and blood. That always sounds nice. There. Flattened. Cool. This goes right there. Which one of the tiny bolts was it? I think it was that one. I think we picked the winner. Oh yeah, because the other one's for the brake line. Are you done dying over there?
I'm just... Yeah.
Yeah, you're done?
No.
No. Me either. Tight, tight, tight. 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 Tight.
That's tight, yo.
Tight. Alright, let's get the brake rotor back on. I like when I don't have to change the brake. Ooh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. Because I always have the damn hiccups. It's probably turbo hiccup cancer or something. Ow, I just bashed my ear. Wiggling things up and down can help you get bolts that are kind of sticky in. And this is why we can't have nice things. And what I mean by sticky is like they kind of get stuck when you're rolling or spinning them in. And if you give it a little jiggle, it'll loosen it up. All right, good enough. Pretty sure those are 17s, weren't they? Nope, they were 19s. Whoop, kick the camera. There. All right, that's on. Now we just got to get the brake caliper. Let's see how that routes on the other side. These are course 14s. These aren't torqued super tight, so don't go nuts. Just get them tight. And this thing goes up and then down. Ow. Up and down like that. And there we are, pretty much complete. Got to put the wheel back on, and then I got to remember what this one goes to. Oh, sway bar link. That's what we haven't put on yet. We haven't put the sway bar link on. That one right there. I gotta go get the sway bar link bolt off the other one. Let me go do that real quick, and then we'll put that in and get the wheel back on. So hold on. Link. So this one goes in from the front at the top, and in from the outside in on the side here. Took me a minute staring at it to be like, what in the world? I was having a brain fart moment. There we go. Now what we need are some clips, because they have broken off all these clips.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Otherwise that's just gonna lay there and get in a wheel. Awesome. So all that's left is put on the tire. Sorry, I didn't mean to bash you on that. Now it's left is to put on the tire and take it over the alignment machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and tidy up all this, and we'll meet you over on the alignment machine after we check out what Brian's doing.
I'm doing things and stuff.
What is you doing things and stuff?
Replacing this thingy.
That thingy.
Yes, because the oil will leak into these crevices.
Is that what all the blowing noise was?
Yes, I was blowing a lot and making aerated brake cleaner and used oil.
Nice.
So
you're aerosolizing turbo cancer?
I'm hoping so, because there has to be at least a little bit of metal content in the used oil, so
yeah.
Hopefully I at least absorb some of that in my lungs. So
absolutely.
I always look for that.
Yeah, it shows you it's a good absorption rate when you can get all that aluminum and magnesium maybe in this block. I don't know if this is a mag block.
Well, there's got to be at least a hair bit of wear on
iron things and steel, yeah.
And bearing surfaces and stuff. So
it makes sure that you're very magnetic. It really brings the ladies.
It really does.
Yeah, gives you that
Good
animal
metallic
attraction.
content. I mean, like zinc, you know. People low in zinc have issues.
Yep, absolutely. None of this is medical advice. Do not listen.
Do not listen to what I have to say half the time.
All right, so you're changing the valve cover gasket, or the valve cover.
Yes, I'm getting the
There's the whole
vacuum
thing.
pump off right now, which is I'm getting the last of the 3 bolts back there, which they conveniently put the valve cover through. You can see on the back part of it right there. They put it conveniently through the middle of the,
Right here? Yeah. It's very convenient. They couldn't just make it go over it. They had to make it go around it. It's super.
Makes sense.
It does. It really makes it easy to repair and easy access. I mean, you look at that. You get your whole arm back there. Like, what do you ask for from these engineers?
Look at all that wiggle room.
Look at all of that wiggle room back there. He can get at least a whole nother piece of paper in with his hand.
I think I cut myself.
You won't know till you get your hand back out.
I won't look.
Okay, good.
It's better
All right.
not to look.
Well, I'm gonna go get this wheel on and get all that stuff done. So, a little tip for any new mechanics out there that I find most useful is when you're done with a project like this and you want to clean up, or you should clean up everything before you pull the car out and go away, because you might find a bolt that you forgot about or put somewhere that you weren't expecting, and or it just got moved, and
or
then
wrench hang up on a
or
bolt
or wrench hanging on something, yeah, like your flashlight sitting there, or something stuck to a thing, or bolt on a crank, who knows. So clean up your tools.
I had a nice Mac flashlight that was like 150 bucks. I bought new, and I did a Murano belt, and I had it just in there so I could see everything, get everything lined up. 2 weeks after I bought it, on the day when the tool guy came back, I dropped it off about 100 yards off the shop, found it busted off the side of the road later.
Very sad.
I knew it kicked the bucket right as I test drove and went.
You heard the thunk thunk. Oh man, it's like
It's 150 bucks.
so. Where is the? I got my own little story for that one. Anyway, car came in and they were complaining of a rattling noise, and my old boss picked it up and looked at it because I was doing stuff, and I hear him yell from the front bay, "John, what? Is this your flashlight?" Yeah, it was. It's been in there, stuck to the exhaust for 6 months. It still worked. Everything worked fine. It just stayed there. It just hung out there for the
Flashlights are the worst because you're always using them, and it's the last thing that you
take out.
Piece that you really. I had a coworker that he left it on a drive shaft, and it had come back still on the drive shaft.
Nice.
That's a good magnet, right?
So it's a good thing you should check your car after you get it repaired, because you might get some free tools.
Return them.
Yes, please bring them back. We really need them. And the reason we're all nice and cleaned up, and I was going over things in my head, I didn't tighten up that axle nut. It is now. It's torqued and staked and everything. It's good. I never even put it on the ground. I had the wheel, one bolt on, and I was like, you know what I forgot to do? That. Not bad. Those are good. Yep, that was the side that was out. And we just got to adjust some toes. All right, we're attacking that one, and then we're doing that one, because I was messing with some of the, I was redoing these bolts here to make sure that it was at ride height, and now it's at ride height, so that's good. And so I got the camber came in a little bit more, and the toe went out a little bit more, so we're just gonna, you always want to start with your cambers first, and then your toes back to front. So we're gonna start with the backs, because it'll change what's on the front. So look at the front, 16, 17, 142, because that one's a little bit off. So we're gonna adjust this and then this, and you'll see these change. And this is the adjustment for the rear toe as it connects to that little armature, goes this way, and then we've got a little cam. And so it's a 19 and a 24, or sorry, 22. So we loosen up the bolt a little bit, and then we use this wrench as the adjustment. Wrong direction. Whoa, oh, spot on. Right? There. Spot on. It's very little adjustment. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, that was good. That was pretty spot on. See how that changed to 9? Now we're gonna go after this and change that to something else. We'll do it from a different angle. We'll do it this way. Sorry, it's gonna be a little tilted, but you can't see it. Don't do that. All right. So you wanna use your bolt head side ratchet as more of a stabilizer. Oh, perfect. Flawless victory. Hope you can see that. All right. That one's pretty good. That one's really good. That threw that one off more, and didn't throw that one off a ton. Now we get to do the fronts, with which I use my patented metric adjustable ratchets and wrenches, open-ended box wrenches. These are just adjustable wrenches. I'm just being silly. I use these for alignments because they're just so much easier. So we got the jam nut here. The jam nut's already loose, and so you use this arm as your adjustment. So we gotta turn this in a bunch. It's good if I go the right way with the adjustable part of it. Wrong way, this way. Like, we got a long way to go. I'd hope I'd gun sighted a little better than that. Some days I'm spot on, some days I'm really far off, and it just happens. All right, we're in the 20s now instead of the buck 50s. Aha! Oh, let's let that settle out. Aw, snap. Personally, I like to adjust them both with the jam nuts loose. I don't know how I'm gonna hook you up over here. Let's just do that. There we go. A little tight. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right there. Perfect. As I headbutt the camera. Or face butt. And just like that, all green. And we're good. I mean, this camera could be a little bit better, but let's see. Is there any easy adjustment for that? There's probably not. This doesn't typically. That's not cammed. That's not cammed. This is not cammed. This is not cammed. So no easy adjustment. It's in spec, within spec, so who cares? That's the short answer. Awesome. Now we are done, and we just got to go test drive it. Except I probably won't test drive it until they fix this, because I don't want to eat up a wire or pull something off, because it falls off. So yeah, that's that. So now I just go through and tighten up all these jam nuts, and then print it out and go home. Not really go home, but so that's our knuckle replacement and alignment. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yes, I cannot get over how much I like these like headphones. I get to listen to music and still hear things. So like it's much different than having your ears plugged up, and it makes you feel less claustrophobic, and also you're less paranoid about, you know, your boss being like, you can't hear me. So it's really good. I like it. Anyway, thank you. Join you guys, or see you guys in the next one.